What up, folks? I am Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Bandai movie monster series, a Mechagodzilla 2002. Yes, we got a Kiryu here. Seems pretty familiar, but we got a Kiryu here. Here is the card. Here is the inside of the card. Here is the back of the card. Godzilla X Mechagodzilla movie monster series. There's the logo. If you didn't know, it's kind of a... I don't know. I don't love the logo for the movie monster series. I'll tell you that. But here's the figure. Here it is. The latest Kiryu in the movie monster series line. Might look familiar to you, but we'll talk about that in a second. What I do want to say is, I got this guy and Evo 01 and 2, which you'll see in a separate review. I don't know which one you see first, but they're in a separate review. All of their cards, and this has happened to me a lot lately, you guys let me know if you're having the same experience, we're kind of like bent the other way. I don't care about the cards, honestly I don't. I'm not a tag guy. I usually take these out. But yeah, that's been happening to me. So I don't know. It is what it is. But without any further ado, let's get to a review. So here's Kiryu all decarded, and he's got a baby, that's right, but you know what? He's not the mama. No, he is not. I had heard some speculation that this figure might be this figure, which is the old, like, Gashapon figure. It might be the same figure, but it is not. It's the same pose, yes, sort of. If you really look at it, the hands are positioned differently and stuff. But overall, the sculpts are different. So it's not like this figure upsized. You know, so if you were speculating on that and you're like, oh, they just cheaped out and just gave us this figure bigger, that's not what they did here. This is a brand new sculpt. It's not this. So, you know, if you want to take a look closer, there's a lot of details different. The waist is totally different, like I was saying with the hands. They're positioned differently. You know, you can tell the gauntlets are totally different. These are in a completely different position. You know, and the list goes on and on. The dorsal fins are completely different. So, yeah, I wanted to start out with that because I had seen that, you know, more than one person speculating on that, and it is not the case. So, yeah, you won. That said, is this a good figure? It's not bad, you know. I've also heard some, like, bad feedback on this so far, and I gotta tell you, I'm not hating it as much as I've seen folks hating on it. But before we get all that, let's do some articulation, because there's a little bit, and it really is almost about the same as this, and, you know, they pretty much copied that. But if you've seen other Kiryu figures, that's par for the course. Head moves, shoulders move, and yeah, that's it. That is the you know, extent of your articulation. So it is what it is. Now, that said, I like the proportions on this guy. His legs might be a little squat. But, again, if you've seen one Kiryu figure, you've seen them all, and, you know, like, you know, that guy. It's the same. You know, you aren't getting a lot of the paint picked out like you just saw there. Okay, I'll bring it back in. You know, like, I like the darker areas of paint. But the paint that's missing there, you know, they added it to the backpack. That, you know, there's only so much budget for paint in this line because of the cheap price point. So I guess they gotta, you know, pick their poisons. But you do get the blue paint here, which is perfect. Blue paint here is perfect. Blue paint here looks pretty good too. And then you get the gunmetal, which is, you know, the kind of paint you'd want probably in, like, here and stuff. The gunmetal looks really good. So in total, I think the cannons look awesome. Really nicely sculpted. Little bit of a warping going on there in my plastic. Let's see the other side. The other side, not so much. Actually, that side looks really good. But decent sculpt, I think, on the cannons. They look pretty good. Not bad at all. Dorsal fins are really nice and thick. I do like that. You get, little thrusters back there. But dorsal fins look really, really nice. The rest of it is just silver. You do get the red little triangles there. And then you get yellow eyes on this. And that's painted fine, so that looks good. The head sculpt is really good. Another difference, with the little guy is the head. This mouth is completely open. Oh, you do get the red coming from the yellow eyes. That's good, too. So, very nicely done there. I think the head sculpt looks pretty good. Since we're here, let's look at it. Head sculpt is very nice. Very good. I like it. Crest here looks good. All the features look great. I was talking about the dorsal fins before I got distracted there. And that looks really good. Going down to the tail. Very, very nicely done. Nice shape. Really great sculpt. It looks good. I don't have a problem with this. I think it looks good. The silver pops. It's a nice silver. You know what I'm saying? The legs are looking pretty good. Decent detail. A little bit soft in here, but, it's not terrible. Krajiji piece looks pretty good. The knee pads look pretty good. Knee pads. Going down to the feet. I think those look really good. Bottom feet, pretty flat. But I'm not minding this, guys. I think it looks really good. I do. Maybe I'm just a sucker for Mechagodzilla. Spoiler, I am. Have you seen my Mechagodzilla collection? It's pretty good. I think this looks decent enough. Blasters here look good. They're just attached to the hands there, but it's good enough. Chest looks really nice. I like the finish on the chest, actually. That looks really good. Is a sculpt soft? It's a little soft, but you get a lot of detail. You can't knock all this detail. It's there. Little errant blue paint, as you can see right there. That's not a big deal. Hey, extra paint. You can go in and really pick out a lot of these details. Get a little, this gunmetal type color and just go to work, and, I think this will look good. So, yeah, neck looks really good too. Again, I like the head sculpt here. Teeth look pretty decent. Looks cool from this side too. Again, I really like the finish of the silver. So, guys, I like this. I do. I think it looks good. Could it be better? Sure. But does it look bad? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm going to say I'm completely fine with this figure. I have no problem with it. I like it. There you go. And for your size comparisons, here is Kiryu with a bunch of other figures you might have in your collection. And my final thoughts? Well, I already said it. I like the figure. And that's in contrast to what I thought I was going to feel about this figure. I thought I was going to hate this figure. From the pics I saw initially, it just looked boring. From what I heard, it just wasn't good. But, when you get it in hand, your opinion changes sometimes. And my opinion changed, Is it a boring figure? Yeah, it's a boring figure. It's a static pose Kiryu that we've seen Bandai do a million times over. But the finish is nice. I really like it. I think the silver looks really sleek. Where there is paint, it's clean. So, I don't know. I don't hate the figure, and I can't put forth an opinion that is opposite of that, because it wouldn't be genuine. I'm not gonna hate the figure and poo-poo on Bandai for what they're doing when I actually don't hate it. So could there be more here? Yes, I would love more paint. I would love a better pose. I would just love Bandai to do more with these figures. But I also get the price point. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I think they can add more to these. And I would love to see it. Even if they, you know, charge us a little more, I would love to see them do it. But for what we do have here, I don't hate it. I really don't. And I'll keep it at that. I think the figure is decent. Your mileage is going to vary, so if you decide not to get it, I'm not going to blame you either. But me personally, I think the figure is fine, and there you go. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you can on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out.